Welcome to Pro Webcast News, where we bring you daily industry updates. Today is Thursday, March 18th, and you're watching the Afternoon Update with Paul Wilson. Today's news is sponsored by Covenant Reliance Producers. We build success stories. For more information, please visit crproducers.com. Now for today's headlines. Democrats in the House of Representatives today said a weekend passage of the healthcare overhaul would reduce the U.S. deficit drastically over the next 20 years and would help expand insurance coverage significantly. The package of changes would cut the federal deficit by $130 billion over 10 years and more than $1 trillion over the following decade, they said. The final version of the bill, which is estimated to cost $940 billion over 10 years, will be posted later today, along with cost estimates from the Congressional Budget Office. According to House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi, quote, "It took some time, but we are very pleased. There are even more savings than the Senate bill," unquote. Expected changes include expansion of subsidies to make insurance more affordable, as well as additional state aid for the Medicaid program. Democrats say they anticipate finding the 216 votes required to pass the bill, with the final bill expected to occur on Sunday. In regulatory news, U.S. bank regulators may choose to extend a program that was initially created during the financial crisis in order to avoid potential liquidity failures at small banks. According to Sheila Bair, chairman of the Federal Deposit Insurance Corp., the agency is considering extending the Transaction Account Guarantee Program, which is currently set to expire on June 30th. The program provides federal backing for accounts that businesses normally use to meet payroll and pay vendors. It was initially instituted in October 2008, when businesses were pulling funds out of smaller banks and placing them in larger institutions that they considered safer. According to Bair, quote, "A key question is, are we far enough out of the woods now? Or if we lift it, are we going to see that pick up again and trigger liquidity failures?" Unquote. The decision on whether to extend the program is expected to come within the next 30 days. In other regulatory news, Susan Merrill, the enforcement director at the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, Inc., or Finra, announced this week that she will step down from her position. Her announcement closely follows last month's announcement by Robert Errico, Finra's executive vice president for member regulation, who said he will leave the regulator at the end of March. Merrill acted as chief of enforcement at the New York Stock Exchange for 3 years before joining Finra in 2007. The exodus of top executives comes after Finra has faced criticism concerning its failure to detect investment frauds, such as the gigantic Ponzi scheme conducted by Bernard Madoff. I'm Paul Wilson, and thanks for watching Pro Webcast News. For more in-depth news and features, visit producersweb.com.